York. We are here on the set of 100 Huntley with one of the stars of the extremely popular, extremely long-running soap opera, Days of Our Lives, Jen Lilley. Welcome, Jen.
Thank you guys for having me.
Wow. Fabulous. She looks amazing.
Yes, you
you.
do look amazing. Yeah, earlier you said something about you want to become a geologist, and if you have eyes that are that pretty, they don't let you become a geologist. You have to go. You have to go into acting or something like that. It's true.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow, those
I'll
are
tell my
pretty
parents. Good gene pool.
It's true.
There
it's
you
true.
go.
Yeah,
Those are
so
good
you can't be a geologist, right? My goodness, where do we start? We were having so much fun with you talking about everything.
Yes.
You were born in Virginia. We're going to ask you true or false questions, okay?
Oh, golly.
Yes.
You were
All
born in
right.
Virginia?
True.
Went to college in Virginia?
True.
Went to UVA?
True.
Don't remember anything that you learned at UVA?
True.
Okay. Very good. Well, we're done. That's it.
Done.
We're done.
Aced it.
We're going to...
We were speaking in the room, and the first thing I asked was, how do you memorize 40 to 60 pages a day?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. How do you do it? What is the method to the madness?
Well, you have to explain
Well, oh, yes.
that your lines are not like 40, 60 pages worth of script, right?
Script.
So it's not
No.
40, 60 pages worth of text.
No, it is.
What do you mean?
Okay, so, well, that was mainly when I was on General Hospital. I would end up having, like, I remember one day I had 67 pages, which was insane. So we shoot, on Days of Our Lives, all of the soaps, they shoot about 120 to 175 pages a day. A normal show, just to put it in perspective for everybody, shoots about 7 pages a day. 7 pages is kind of a burden. Let's say 5.5 to 6 pages a day. 7 pages is a rough day, like on Castle or something like that. So we do everything as one take, and the way I memorize it is, well, to be honest, I pray a lot. Like,
Which I loved. I
yeah,
was like, what's the thing? She says, I pray. I said,
so it's
Amen.
not you, it's the Lord.
It's the Lord.
well,
Because
you know,
just don't have the
gotta-
ability, but God can do it, right?
Well, it's right. I mean,
Right.
nothing's impossible with him. So,
Okay.
you know, I always say, like, you created the writers and you know these crazy words. So you got to stick them in my head and just make them think that I'm genius. So, but I mean, generally, what I basically do is I memorize the story arc. So what's going on in the scene? Could I improv my way through it? Though we're not allowed to improv. But if I could improv my way through it, then that's the starting point. Then I memorize the words. Then I memorize keywords. And then basically, you know, like I said, I forgot everything I learned at UVA.
You've just made me not want to be a soap opera actress. Like
It's
that
not-
was a
it's
dream
not-
of mine,
yeah.
and now I'm not into it. That's too
It's
much
not
work.
for the faint
That's
of
hard.
heart, that's for
That's
sure.
hard.
You would be
Yes.
amazing on a soap opera.
Amazing?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I would love to
Let me see
that.
your tag look.
My tad look.
Oh, do
Your
the
tag
look.
look.
My
at the
tag
end.
look. Well, fortunately, I don't know what you're talking about.
That means, like, in Friends, when Joey Tribbiani would always say, you know, when they hold the look at the end, he'd be like, I just do my who farted face, you know.
So what's your look?
You can't say that. Bleep that out. I don't know.
So would it be like
I don't have a
this?
look.
Yeah, just your whole.
It depends what kind of character. It depends what kind of character I'm playing, right?
It's true. You'd be a villain.
Can I be I'd be the conniving villain?
You would be a conniving villain. It's perfect.
Thank you. I
you're
feel like
welcome.
that's a compliment. How in the world did you become an actress? So many people say, I'd like to be an actor or an actress, but to get a great role so young on a huge
Yeah.
soap like General Hospital, what happened?
Well, you know, I was at UVA, and I thought maybe I would be a kindergarten teacher or go to law school eventually or be a geologist because I love science. And I always liked acting growing up. I always thought it was really interesting, but I'm stage fright. I have, like, crippling stage fear. And I really never related to
You know we're
theater.
on a stage now, right?
I do. Oh, my gosh. I need to
afraid.
leave.
Don't freeze
No,
up. Don't think about it. Just keep
no,
going.
but so I never thought I would be an actor, and I was going around campus, and there were all these posters for these open auditions for a film called The Loss of Life, and they were all over the place, and really they haunted me. I mean, I think they annoyed me. It was like graffiti. They should have gotten fined because there were posters everywhere.
Loss
and
of life. Sounds like a real upper.
it was not. Yeah, it was definitely a Debbie Downer movie, and I finally I guess I dared myself to audition for it. I booked the lead, and when I got on set, I was like, oh, I'm not afraid of the camera, and I really like this. And so I became interested in it, but I really felt like it was something that the Lord called me to do.
You and I were discussing about your character, Teresa, that you play.
Yes.
And how it's such an opposite, it is an opposite of who you are. And if we can just talk about that a little, playing Teresa, how interesting that is for you.
Yeah, Teresa is something else. She's extremely destructive, and she's manipulative, and she's vindictive, and she's very promiscuous. But I really felt like the Lord was like, "This is your role," and you know, John 10 talks about knowing the Lord's voice, and, you know, my sheep will know my voice. So I knew it was the Lord, and I didn't want to question that, but I did question, how is this you? Why is this you?
See, most people would wonder how you could believe that the God of the universe is leading you to a role in a soap opera. And I'm not here to argue with
Right.
that, but I'm saying that's just interesting that you have that kind of faith, that he's leading you in your career.
Well, so I was like, okay, Lord, you know, if this is you, why is this you? Why should I play a role like this? You know, and that's been something that I've been asked over and over again by Christians, like, how can you be a Christian and play this role? And the truth of the matter is that from a human perspective, Teresa's kind of a horrible person, but from a God perspective, she's exactly who Christ came and died for. You know, I mean, Romans 5 says that Christ came and died for us while we were yet sinners. And Ephesians 3:18, we were talking earlier, I'm a Bible quoting champion, super nerdy.
Wait,
What?
whoa.
What? What?
She's
Shut
like,
the
no,
cameras
Bible
off.
champion.
Say that again.
Say that again.
No,
I'm a
but
Bible quoting champion, but in
Bible
this
quoting.
nation.
Yeah, because earlier you were talking about memorizing scads of dialogue
Yeah,
for the
so
show.
I guess that
but you have
prepared
a
me.
history of memorization. And when was it, in high school that you memorized a lot of Bible stuff?
Yeah, it was high school. It was all ages 15 through 18. So my entire high school years, I was memorizing the Bible. And one of the things that I studied in Ephesians 3:18 and 19 says, Paul says to the church of Ephesus that he would pray that we would be able to comprehend together with all the saints how high and wide and long and deep is the love of Christ. And I think that it's high enough to reach heaven, and wide enough to cover every offense, and long enough to last forever, and deep enough to heal all your wounds. And so I just think that Teresa is somebody that needs to be played, and I can't say how other actresses are going to play her, but I chose to play her with a vulnerability because she's having sex and she's doing a lot of drugs, but she's not fulfilled.
I'm just amazed that you related Paul's book of Romans to this trashy character on a soap. That's beautiful.
Ephesians.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, Ephesians, right?
Yeah.
Paul's book of Ephesians. But that is interesting though, because you do have to rationalize. You know, are you? I mean, I think the larger question is, are you glamorizing evil? And you clearly don't feel that you are.
I don't think I am. I think my message for viewers, you know, I'm not somebody that wants to preach to the choir. The choir doesn't need to be preached to all the time. It gives me an opportunity to speak to the Teresas of the world and to say, you are so loved and you are not unredeemable.